What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today is Wednesday, which of course means it's time for another Western New York Wednesday here on the channel. And the beer I'm reviewing today comes from the Brickyard Brewing Company, and they're out of Lewiston, New York. And this is their Millions of Strawberries, and they're calling this a Gelato IPA, which I believe is basically a New England-style IPA that is hopped with Belma, Enigma, and Galaxy hops, and then brewed with strawberries, lactose, and Madagascar. Vanilla beans. Comes in at 6.3% alcohol by volume, 55 IBUs, and at the time of review, this can is just over 1 month old. So this is the first beer that I'm reviewing from Brickyard on the channel, and I really dig what they do. They're pretty much next door to the brewed and bottled craft beer shop that I go to a lot. I know a good friend of mine and fellow beer tuber Chris at Off the 10th. He goes there quite a bit, and the owner there, Chris, absolutely fantastic dude. And if you ever, put it this way, if you're ever in Lewiston, New York, check out Brewed and Bottled, and then go over to Brickyard and have some of their beer and some of their food. I believe on Thursdays I want to say it's half-priced wings on Thursdays, delicious wings as well. But anyway, they did a can release of this and their White Bronco. So this week I'll be reviewing this one, and then next week their White Bronco. And I've had another beer within this series called Millions of Mangoes, very similar to this beer, but they used mangoes instead, and one of my favorite local beers, period. So really like what Brickyard is doing, and figured I would review both of them as part of Western New York Wednesdays, this and the White Bronco, because yeah, gonna do it. So using my Brewed and Bottled glass here, I actually grabbed both of these at Brewed and Bottled. So they did releases of the 4-pack at the brewery, but then Chris, because he's great friends with them, they also gave him some cases to sell at the store. And I only wanted to buy a couple cans of each, which I did, and Chris was selling them in individual cans. I don't think the brewery did. So anyway, let's crack this one open. I feel like this has a, yep, I knew it, a full pour. So I was trying to be very, very careful about that. Guess what? I wasn't careful enough. Anyway, this is a huge pour. Let's get into it. Here we go. Oh my God. So that looks absolutely beautiful, and it smells awesome. Let me just say that. It smells absolutely awesome. So, you know what? With the full pours, what are you gonna do? It's all over my hands. Nothing you can do about it. Just, you know, roll with the punches. Anyway, this pours out a really just like, that's super murky. It, yeah, definitely looks like there's some kind of fruit. It's darker than I anticipated. I thought it'd be a little lighter. Had about a half-finger head that was really creamy, like a not cream colored, like an off-white colored egg shell white head that is dissipating to a thin film, probably because the vanilla beans and the strawberries and whatnot. But that looks appropriate. If you're trying to tell me that this is almost a milkshake IPA, they say Gelato IPA, I would say this looks more like a milkshake IPA. You're using lactose, you're using vanilla. That's what I would say. Anyway, let's get a nose. Oh, that smells really nice. Definitely get the lactose and vanilla. There's a really nice hop character here that's like really fresh and green, but not like a green astringent. It just smells like fresh hops. There's like pineapple and passion fruit. You got a little bit of zesty, sharp citrus like ruby red grapefruit, tangerine. I think they used Belma to kind of enhance the strawberry character, and what's happening here is the vanilla, the lactose, and the hops themselves are kind of just pushing down that strawberry character for me. I get a little bit of like a nondescript red berry. I wouldn't say strawberries. If I was doing this blind, no way I would pick strawberries out just based on the nose. What it smells like is a really nice, you know, like double dry hopped IPA with vanilla or lactose in it. Has the sweetness you anticipate from the lactose and the vanilla. It has the hop character with all those hops and it being a New England-style IPA. It smells sweeter than I would like, but that's why we taste it. So let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. Oh, that's very solid. Ooh, I like the strawberry in the back end. I will say this, it's a little bit undercarb. I can kind of tell from the head and how it was dissipating. Usually when, you know, fruit's involved a lot of times, or coconut is another one, a lot of real fruits and whatnot, you usually don't get the head retention that you get normally. And I could see that in here, but now that I'm tasting it, it's definitely undercarb. So let me just say this, 6.3%, this is like straight on full body. Has a nice heft behind it for something that's sub 6.5%, so I like the body. Mouthfeel, it's soft, it's smooth, it's creamy. There's definitely lactose in here, helping up the creaminess. I'm sure they're brewing this with a lot of oats and stuff. maybe some wheat. But that carbonation, I would like to see it a little bit bigger in this. It seems like it's not flat, it's just really softer than I like. The flavor is really nice though. I get that strawberry on the back end. Could be the Belma hops mixing in with the strawberry and giving me a little bit more of the oomph that I was getting in the nose. But right up front, I'm hit with a little bit of green astringency. Even at just over a month old, it's had a little bit of greenness to it. But nice, fresh, like squeezed pineapple juice, a zesty ruby red grapefruit, tangerine. It's passed through the palate, a little bit of like herbaceous dankness pops in. But omnipresent throughout the palate is basically the lactose and the vanilla. Really nice vanilla pop to it. Would I say Gelato IPA? Maybe not. I'm digging it. It definitely finishes to the sweeter side of things. It doesn't have substantial dryness or bitterness. If you like your New England style or milkshake IPAs to lean towards the sweeter side, this would be your jam. Really easy to drink, really refreshing in this oppressive heat. Yeah, it's a nice beer. The mango one for me personally is way better than this one. I think just the mangoes just work better with everything in here. But I do think this is a very nice beer. I'm gonna go for the Millions of Strawberries, which is what they're calling a Gelato IPA, basically a milkshake IPA. I'm gonna give this a low 4 out of 5. I'm gonna go 3.9 out of 5. It's one of these beers where I want more from, and I rarely say this when it comes to New England styles and things of this, beers of this nature. I want a little bit more carbonation. I want more of the strawberry. They probably used a lot, but I've said it once and I'll say it again. When it comes to strawberry beers, you have to use so much. I feel like you have to use so many strawberries, so many pounds, probably hundreds, if not thousands of pounds to get an authentic strawberry flavor that more often than not, when you're putting in a beer like this, it kind of becomes, the fourth, fifth, sixth character that you're tasting as opposed to the predominant note. I don't know if I'd want this to be the predominant note, but it is called Millions of Strawberries, so I feel like for me, I'd want it to be more in your face. At the end of the day, though, this is a nice beer. If you do like milkshake IPAs or New England style IPAs that are sweeter, that have strawberries and vanilla and lactose and whatnot, this would be for you. So yeah, Millions of Strawberries from Brickyard. Low 4 out of 5. I'm gonna go 3.9. Really solid beer. Really digging it. Price point on this one, it was $16 a 4-pack. I don't think Chris knocked it up at all, right next door or whatever. A lot of times you think they would. It was $4 a can, and I bought 2 cans. So for $4 a can, $16 a 4-pack, I think that's actually a really good deal considering all of the ingredients in here. Just goes to show you with lactose, vanilla beans, and strawberries, this isn't $20 a 4-pack. This isn't $22 a 4-pack. It's possible. You can do it. Everything doesn't need to be $5 a can. So it's cool to see Brickyard. $4 a can I think is very reasonable. And availability, like I said, this was brewery only release, I believe, like originally, but I do think outside of brewed and bottled, I believe a couple other places got this as well. I don't think it was wide distribution. I think it was pretty much Niagara County where Lewiston is located. I don't think it got to too many places. So if you missed out on the release, then you probably missed out on this one, but hopefully they do other releases within the series. I hope they bring back Millions of Mangoes and release that because I would probably buy at least a couple 4-packs, if not a case. That beer is fantastic. Anyway, I appreciate everybody stopping by for another Western New York Wednesday. Like I said, check out next week. It'll be their White Bronco New England style IPA, and I'm hoping that one is pretty good. I've had it before, but never in a can, so I guess we'll see. Anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by. To the next one, oh yeah, 6.3%. Like I said, so many times nowadays it doesn't really, these beers don't drink like actually alcohol. I can't even tell there's alcohol in here. It's 6.3%. What you gonna do? Anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by. To the next one. Cheers.